Good morning, Selective Collective. This is Kim. Good morning and happy holidays to you wherever you are. This is a special message today for the Selective Collective. The people who have, thank you so much, helped me to grow this channel, have provided beautiful and inspiring comments that I love to read. I am so grateful to you. So my gift of love to this morning through this reading is for you. So the song that actually I've had on repeat pretty much for like the last week is Rhiannon by Fleetwood Mac, but I was more intrigued by the very ending of the song. It's an interesting song. The whole thing is interesting. If you don't know, it's that song that's she is like a cat in the night, and then she is the darkness. Na 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 na. So I know you've all your life you've never seen a woman taken by the wind. Okay, but see, the last part is what I was really. So it says taken by the sky. Taken by the sky. Taken by the sky. Dreams unwind, love is a state of mind. Dreams unwind, love is a state of mind. Yes. So that was the biggest message because it really reminded me of Enoch, just her saying that, taken by the sky. And a feeling of transcendence, spiritual growth and transcendence for at least this collective. I'm sure others out there, but the ones that I'm tapping into for sure, such light has entered your life, such light that it's illuminated the shadows. You literally provided love to the darkness and said, here you go, and shined the light on it. And so, you know what I mean? Like, if you haven't seen my short, check out the last short, because it was about you being this candle here, this light that dispels darkness with love. And I was just being really opening up to love this morning as the energy of this holiday possibly also has increased it. But I was thinking to myself, in this now eternal, never really changing moment that is so mysterious, I was thinking how loved we must be to be the ones given free will, you know. And that was a big message, I feel, from our Creator, right? I feel it's from our Creator, that there's something so loved and so cherished about us as a species. There's other species, I'm sure, out there also, and as well as here on this earth, but ours in particular has been granted this beautiful gift of free will. And it just really, I don't know, I guess I should repeat it. It really made me feel very loved and privileged to have that. Okay. So that was a main message. Taken by the sky. Taken by the sky is a really interesting lyric. All of their songs have really good lyrics, if you've ever listened to Fleetwood Mac. So yeah. All right, so free will it is, and thank you for joining me in my now moment as I reach you in your now moment. YouTube being a very good example of quantum, everything's happening at the same time anyway. A very good example of that. All right, White Light Oracle, what do you have for the collective today on this beautiful day? All right. Let's see. And so Alana Fairchild, White Light Oracle, nice. And we have the card, the picture that's on all of the cards. So, and Tantra. Okay, nice. So Tantra and Beta of Spirit Wolf. We have. We will start. I'm going to start with the Wolf. 23. All right. This says to give yourself enough rest Only then will you be able to ground yourself, to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts. Trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. So embrace transition. Commit to your task and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skills to intuitively handle any issue. Okay. Beta of Spirit Wolf says, your resourcefulness and capacity to meet your needs is greater than you realize. You will always find a way through. The beta brain waves oscillate between 14 and 40 hertz, and that's what I use for manifesting, actually. When I don't know if I call it manifesting, but when I visualize, I guess it is kind of like manifesting, but when I visualize or when I do the meditations, sometimes I will do meditations for clients, before a reading, before a private reading, I will normally. That would be the hertz that I would connect in with, would be 40. So it says, while stimulating, this heightened arousal is beneficial in small doses at appropriate times. It can definitely, those hertz can definitely help you with, I don't know, it feels like it stimulates different areas of my brain. That's why I use it. Anyways. Tantra of 639 hertz. So it says, be open to that which seems unfamiliar or different. You will experience a breakthrough as you embrace an unusual approach. You are on a soul path of accelerated spiritual growth. It is swifter, but not always easier. And I have been saying this on the collective readings too, of the message that I always get is about, if you're a person who is going through or has been going through some very challenging times in your life that seem almost, to some, maybe even was too overwhelming, but you made it through, and you probably did because it's this accelerated spiritual path, spiritual growth. Doesn't mean that everything's perfect, and it sure does mean that there's going to be a lot of things to have to pick up that fell down, or like the story of the bricks that were tossed out. We were told to use those bricks and build something, and it's like, oh, this is part of it too. Yeah. So there was a lot of challenge and struggle in having this unity. Here it looks like the masculine feminine unity of yourself within ourselves. It says, you do not have to contrive your own happiness, but you can dip into the bliss within your body to lighten your mental state and remind yourself that everything is working out beautifully. I love that. Yeah, Tantra, the creative intermingling of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies that dwell within the human heart. The 639 hertz, it says it evokes unity. Interesting that we kind of have like a combination of, you've gone through a lone wolf period or a lone wolf energy, and maybe even still embracing it at the same time, saying, okay, now it's my heart open to unity. It allows for connection. So yeah, okay. It says it grounds us in simplicity, connection, and love. It also clears and strengthens the energy flow through the inner systems of the body, promoting cellular renewal. And I am a really big believer on using different binaural beat meditations for sound therapy healing, which can be healing for anything from needing sleep, curing insomnia, to get rid of my headache, and those, I just find they work really well. Be nice to have access to more light-based technologies, but I know that definitely the sound ones are available and out there for all of us. All right, what else do you want to say? I just saw the turtle. That is the card about being in a transition or between worlds at this time. Okay, so Sacred Spirit, give us a message for this beautiful day. Oh, so like I said, we're shining a light in the darkness. We're overcoming temptations. Well, nice. Let's get one more. Overcoming temptations. It says secret temptation. They're all in the reverse. So we'll read them. Oh, you don't say. All right. So a need to clear our energy at this time possibly might be a big message, and guard it. Being careful to navigate temptations as we may, or as mindfully, as much wisdom as we may. So I have the dark night of the soul. Goodness. Well, we were just talking about going through this. So when you are picked to experience certain things, you do make this choice. I feel like your soul makes this choice, or made this choice to be answer a call. To answer a call. And so it does say on this card, life brings new meaning. Dark night of the soul. The secret temptation says being led astray. The guard your energy, 19. Guard your energy, and we have another wolf. And mindful wisdom, creating inner harmony, which that kind of goes along with that tantra too. So let's use the animal. The spirit animal oracle, and let's see what this secret temptation is about first. We'll just go one by one and clarify these. Taken by the sky. She is like a cat in the night, and then she is the darkness. Na 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 na. Secret temptation, what's that about? Lion. Pride. Okay. So it's I think there's something that you're doing really good. Okay. There's something that you're doing really good, because I think the temptation, when you get to a level of like the lion energy, which is some type of mastery, the temptation would be found in arrogance, and the temptation could be found in too much pride. Now, pride is not a bad thing. We need a little bit of our ego, really, just to make it in this place. You need a little bit of ego, because we are trying to, even though the ego probably dies with the shell, with this body, and we are supposed to integrate with those energies. And there's just that's interesting. I was reading Psalms 52 yesterday, just because I just decided I'm gonna look that up. I don't know what it is, and it was kind of crazy. It was like about people that have a lot of riches, that gained a lot of riches here. It's kind of about people that are very arrogant about it here on earth, and it talks about that there will come a time when God, creator energy, strips it all away, and then has the collective laugh at them. It literally says that. Laugh, like the people that that were arrogant or boastful and really high up there, but their ways are of one of greed and just, some kind of nasty energies. It's like, yeah, well, God's gonna let the meek inherit the earth, and you're probably gonna get laughed at, which is funny. To some sense, that's already happening here, where people have really made some questionable choices in very high positions, and it doesn't feel good to say, yeah, I laughed at that, but that's kind of what's happening. Yeah, it's kind of what's happening with a few people I could name. And so but that is the temptation. I think you're overcoming that, though, because you will be right. You will be raised. The message I'm getting is that you will be raised into this position, just like the people that chose to be arrogant and boastful. You will be in the position where you could choose that, is what I'm getting. And then here's the starfish. So there's some type of really big beauty is associated with this card, possibly even being just really well known for something, like I say, a master at what you do, a leader, a master. So I feel like you're here to really shine, you know, and so this is just a gentle reminder of you're only able to shine this much because when you were chosen, you said yes, and then you went through this stuff, and this was hard. So that's like that would be the temptation coming up, I think. Okay. And then also there's going to be other energies that really all just want a piece of you, is why I'm getting with this guardian. Guard your energy. Everybody wanting a piece of you, and not all for the best reasons. Okay. And so let me get something else on that. Guardian, guard your energy. Guard your energy. Oh, and the hawk. The scorpion. Oh, the scorpion definitely guards themselves. You don't want to get close to a scorpion. You know what's interesting about the scorpion? Let me tell you a story. Very short story. Very short story. I really don't remember it. I just know that when I was a baby in Texas, my spider. My dad said that they picked me up out of my crib, and there was a dead scorpion underneath me that I had just squished as a baby. I had squished it with my body, and it didn't sting me. And so that's just an interesting. Thank God it didn't, you know, because their venom's not really good for little things. But and that's just an interesting story. And so the scorpion always has its defenses up. Always. Like it knows to be confident, but it knows that, you know, I'm armed with something. That's another message then. You're armed with something. You're armed with weapons. If you're armed with weapons, spiritual weapons, you know, and like I feel like you know what these are. So yes, have your defenses up. No need to even ever think of retaliation, because you know that the spiritual laws has really got you covered, because you have been through all of this stuff, and you kind of know where your soul is coming from. Like, you know that you're trying to channel as much higher self into this reality as possible. So you kind of know what the outcome would be for anybody kind of trying to mess with that. All you have to do would be to guard your energy, and kind of like spirit's taking care of the rest. The natural laws of the universe take care of the rest. So something about your focus too, and your wisdom with the hawk. Even a hawk can get tied up. I literally cried when I watched a video yesterday of a hawk that was tied up. It's all everywhere, and its head and its feet all tied up in this fishing line. I was on the side of a riverbed, and so this guy, he comes over to this hawk, and bless this angel's heart, right? It has a knife, and he's like handling these really sharp talons and stuff, and this beautiful, majestic hawk that you know has been free for a very long time, you know, and his experience being the top of its food chain is now all of a sudden in this very dark place and very reliant on somebody else to help get this fishing line off of them. And so, and I don't know, maybe the reason I cried about it was because it just reminds me of all the people that are so strong, such strong people out there, free people that end up in circumstances or situations where it puts them in an emotional, all tied up. And yeah, won't you help me? Won't you? And it may be another challenge. This, won't you help me with unity and love? Won't you? You know, it's like a plea for plea from spirit for us to have our hearts open to help, even when we're the hawk, even when we can be on the very top, even we can get tangled up sometimes in fishing line, metaphorically in our life. Where our talons, as sharp as they are just useless when they're tied in a certain position. You could look at the fishing line as certain emotions or in situations in life that are just so heavy to deal with that it cripples us for the moment. And of course there's purpose in all of that too, and we know that, but anyways, okay, so what else was I saying? I was saying that the hawk is focused. The hawk is usually shown on, was it the Nine of Pentacles, and maybe sometimes the Queen of Wands. So being very focused, but also standing out. Standing out is your wisdom. It's your wisdom that helps you. So your focus, your wisdom, your clarity, your clairvoyance. What are you picking up on is a message I'm getting. What are you picking up on psychically? Psychically. Careful not to integrate every single thing you're picking up on as yours, because I'm sensing clairvoyance here with this. Clairvoyance. Sight. Tell me more about sight and why I'm picking up clairvoyance. The horse. The horse, the divine feminine aspect of your groundedness, your pentacles. And feminine would mean that this is like your ability to receive. Is it something about a spiritual gift or ability that might bring income to you, possibly? Zebra. Beautiful. I love the zebra. One of my favorites. The zebra is, well, on a broad scale, you could say, could be about balance. That we get the balance going on there is an issue. But the zebra, it used to be my favorite animal when I was a kid. I mean, I still love it, obviously. But I used to have a picture of a zebra, a big one, in my bedroom, like above my bed. That's what I picked out. It was always eccentric, and it didn't look like the other animals. That's why I liked it. And I kind of like that little mohawk thing that they have going on, too, with their hair. They just always seem so creative. I don't know. I just always liked things that stood out and that did not look like anything else. Oh, wow. So it might be in how you work or what you do for work or something like that that's going to bring you, like your creativity and your uniqueness, that's going to bring you in some abundance, honestly, because the buffalo here, the buffalo, just by looking at the card, you can tell this is an energy that you can feel before it even comes into the room. The buffalo is massive. So you feel the energy, like you feel your energy before you even go into the room. Your presence is felt. The buffalo is representing abundance in many ways, but a lot of abundance. And the lightning here, other than like, it's going to get your attention. This energy is going to get your attention. What is it? A genius idea or something like that? What did I have on the bottom? Did I have the look, I have the divine masculine, the divine feminine energies. There's the sun, there's the moon. These are the two divine masculine, divine feminine of the earth element, meaning that something's going to really come together for you when it comes to your work and working in somehow your spirituality with it. And it might be something that you do go off on your own to create. Or it is something, I mean, initially, of course. I am going to pull from the Oracle of Genetic Gifts too, so stay around, stay to the end. I'll pick cards that tell us a little bit more on gifts, spirit, Christmas gifts for you. Okay. Okay, I have Person of Water, and this just goes to say with your abilities and gifts, the emotional idealist. Emotionally connected, psychic, empathetic, intuitive, sensitive, heart-centered, feels deeply, takes things personally. The still, because you have been refined over time. Fine-tuned, developing over time to purify. Eyeglasses, assessment, evaluate options, perspective. Perspective. Awareness, it says awareness. Focus. Focus and awareness. Gavel. The being judged, bring order, a serious important decision or your conviction. Important decision, your conviction. I have grapes, abundance, bearing fruit, harvest, fertility, merriment, prosperity, surplus, fullness, juicy, overindulgence, plentiful wealth, enjoy fruits of your labor. And then you are in alignment for this. 7, 8, 9. And that's a 7. So 7, 8, 9. Within a few days, the situation or event in question will unfold in a matter of days. Ooh, you are the master. You are the master here. And they're really, I know I'm getting 1, 2, 3 messages about focus. So the master, discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian, and you have a commanding presence. That would be the lion. I think it's a commanding presence without arrogance. Sans arrogance. That's what I think. And there's your bonfire. This is possibly after you've had this dark night of the soul. And there's your chocolate. And freeing yourself from a handcuff energy there also. Alright, so 1, bonfire, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, get things going, orgasm, fanaticism, fever, fierce. And then chocolate says satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good things, fine dining, doing things right, celebrating, elevated mood. So this all looks very good for you. Let's see what these genetic gifts are Oracle of Genetic Gifts. Okay, I have Indigo Child. Oh, for some of you all, this is a person who has been passed on, who was born in 1958 to 1968, and they are one of your guardians, a guardian angel at this time. That's a specific message for somebody, because it is coming through as somebody who had passed away that is now your guardian. Also, this group, the Indigo children, here to guard this sacred, beautiful energy and keep it sacred. I have clairsentience, a clear feeling. Clairsentience, a clear feeling. And this can be in many different ways. You can be a person that picks up on medical issues with people and actually have their symptoms or side effects. You would kind of know that after going to the doctor a bunch and then finding out that you never have anything wrong with you, but you're getting people who are close to you, or maybe they're not even close to you, maybe they're just like near you and you're picking up on it. I have shaman, natural healer, soul retrieval, earth magic. Magic? Is it magic? Indigo child, aka rainbow children, Delta generation born between 1988 and 1998. I think they really just want to point out indigo children here to you all. Okay, clairsentient, and then I have the tarot deck creator, a visionary. I also have soul number, numerical symbol for what your heart desires. Oh, I was picking up on that. Clairvoyance, clear seeing. So there's definitely clairvoyance here. And then the need to tap into your abilities to teach healing, wellness to people, how to meditate. Maybe you have a really nice voice. Maybe you can get on and do guided meditations for people. And that might be that spark, that idea that, oh, wow, you're good at this, you know. Clairvoyance. So this can be a passed on trait, or a trait here that is being like extremely activated within you at this time. I'm not even going to go in. It's about your perception. It's about being able to see more than others. Because of just, like, it's true when know thyself is true. And the more you know yourself, which, yeah, it leads you into the dark place, because that's what happens when you have to go inward to the core of anything. It's going to get darker. But when you know yourself really well, these gifts and abilities to perceive, they might seem like gifts, but really it's the gift that you're getting because you gave it to yourself to know yourself. You had to know what was yours to be able to distinguish what else is going on out there that is not. I think you're very brave to know yourself. This is the one thing that people try to avoid is knowing themselves. 555, a major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path direction. Be open and stay positive. I have 11. I'm intuitive. You have a keen awareness of what's happening around you. Your strong intuition is your gift, and it will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. I'm intuitive. And then I have the I am focused. Stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into a reality. So that's what I have for you all. Have a lovely day. Happy holidays. Bye-bye.